Fucking yes. Fucking yes. We're making videos, man. Let's fucking go, man. This is my second video. Let's get fucking hyped up. Let's do this shit. Let's achieve our fucking goals today. Let's go. How to stay motivated while doing tasks. How to stay motivated while on the path to something bigger. For example, 1 million subscribers, or growing a YouTube channel, or making money. Today, we're gonna be talking about how the fuck important goal setting is. Goal setting in my life helped me tremendously. Let me tell you this story. So, one day I woke up and I realized there needs to be fucking change in my life. I was 80 kilos, I was fat, and I was 12 years old. At a very young age, I decided I wanted to shred down 20 kilos. You remember when you were 12 and you would do fucking ab workouts? Well, I was out there. Wait, no, I was 13, sorry. So I was 13, and you know when you were 12 or 13, whatever, and you were Googling ab workouts for the fucking pool party. Let's go to the pool party. But you had his stomach out to here, 5-minute abs. Let's fucking go. Anyway, so I had the same exact vision. But I started cutting weight. I went into a calorie deficit diet without even tracking. I went on a keto diet, right? Because that's what I knew. It worked. It would be working, but I didn't know if it was working, and I was getting a little bit fucking unmotivated. That's when my mom decided to step in and tell me to start recording down my weight just so I know that I'm losing weight. I told her no, because I was a little insecure cunt and I didn't want my weight. I didn't even want to know my weight because I was so heavy. But she was like, no, you are gonna have to record your weight if you want to know that you're losing weight. And it was a harsh truth at the time, but I decided to be a good man and I followed her word. I remember this fucking so clearly, bro. It was like 2 or 3, it was a couple summers ago. I don't even remember. So I went down into my brother's little big room. I took out the scale. I remember exactly where I put it, man. I put it behind the couch. Sorry, I put it, behind the couch. And then I stripped down, took all of my clothes off. Not even a sock. I didn't even want 100 extra grams on the scale because I knew how much it would hurt me. I stepped on the scale, and I remember once I was at the hospital because I fucking stabbed this finger. I was making chicken curry, fucking Indian food, and I was making that shit. And I went down and I stabbed this finger, and then I went to the hospital, and the hospital lady asked me to weigh myself, which I did, and I was around 80 kilos or 78 kilos. And then another time I went to a doctor because I had a lymph node and I thought I had cancer. I weighed in at 80 kilos. And then a few months, like a year or two later, is when this day was. And I stepped on that scale and I was 78 kilos. And I knew my starting weight was about 83 or 80 kilos. And being 78 kilos, fuck, that shit motivated me. 78, yeah, I was 78 kilos, and that shit motivated the fuck out of me, bro. I was like, oh my fucking god, bro. We've lost so much weight, even though it was like 2 or 3 kilos, and I had to cut like 15 more kilos down. It motivated me so much, man. And in my entire life, I realized from that day on, goals are an important thing to set. Here's another story from that same thing. I went like 3 weeks later. I have a fucking whole track of my weight, so on MyFitnessPal and on piece of paper. So I went down and I stepped on the scale. It was in a room beside me, and then I was 75 kilos. Imagine losing like 5 or 8 kilos as a 13-year-old by yourself. No coaching, no trainer. I didn't pay for some bullshit plan like everyone else. I took it in my own hands. I took the matter into my own hands, and I delivered results. And I had goals. I weighed in at 75 kilos. And then I went and told my brother this. I went and told him. He was sleeping in his room like a fucking little potato cunt. If you're watching this, you've improved a lot, man. You're fucking sleeping until 2 p.m. And I went to your room and I was like, yo, cunt, I'm fucking 75 kilos now. Remember when I was a fat cunt? I was finally not overweight. Because 78 kilos at my height of 170 was overweight, right? And Finally, once in my life, for like after 5 years, I'm not overweight. Shit. Maybe even 9 years, I'm not overweight, man. The last time I was like underweight was, sorry, like normal weight was when I was like in grade 1. And in grade 1, I was 45 kilos, bro. That shit was crazy. I was a fucking fat cunt. Setting these incremental goals of losing a kilo a week, which is a lot of weight, it boosted me so much, man. Like once we went to a holiday in Sydney and I was still in my weight loss phase, my dad ordered me a fucking chicken food. I didn't want to eat nothing. I brought a protein bar to the restaurant and he ordered me food. Obviously, he was being uncompliant with me, which is, fine. Like now I look back at the situation, I should have ate the chicken breast, but that was showing my determination towards bodybuilding. I love the sport of bodybuilding. I will die for it. I will give up meals for it. I will give up restaurants for it. There has been there has been a lot of times that I've took my own food, my own meal prep to friends' houses. And luckily, I am such a lucky man to have good friends that are able to support me in this. Anyway, so setting incremental goals will motivate you drastically. So let's say you are making $5,000 a month now. Aim for $7,000 a month. Don't just like aim. Well, obviously, have a big goal in mind. I'm going to have a disclaimer here. Have a big goal in mind. So once I was 80 kilos, I knew I wanted to be around 65 to 63 kilos. That was my big goal. My other mini goal that was help me get to my big goal, like a vehicle, for example. You want a vehicle to be able to get to your destination. The destination is there. It'll always be there. But it's the vehicle of how you get there. So like losing 1 kilo a week is like a Lamborghini, right? I'm just speeding across the fucking highway. But you could also drive a Toyota Camry and then get there. Anyway, you want to have a destination and you want to have incremental goals. Like losing a kilo a week. That was an incremental goal that motivated me drastically. Like for example, I love making these videos daily. It is my goal to be able to make one video a day minimum daily. I sometimes don't achieve that goal, and I understand that's a part of the process, but I still do something every single day. I have every single day I have little mini goals, so I am able to achieve that big time goal in the future. Because if I don't achieve that big time goal, well, I'm gonna fucking regret it. So conclusion of this video, have incremental mini goals to be able to get to your big goal destination and stay motivated at all times. Achieving goals and achieving little tasks motivates you drastically. Just like when you submit your homework after it's been due 30 hours and it just takes relief. It takes tension off of you. You're like, fuck, I've done the work. Anyway, fuck your motivation. Get after the work. Realize there is a destination, but there's also incremental little mini goals to get there. I hope you achieve your fucking goals. Subscribe to join the Anti-Yoda movement where we rebel against fucking society. See you later, soldier.